I don't hate this car at all by any means, but I've seen these videos on YouTube and I figured I would do one as well just to kind of put my input in. And yeah, so we're gonna go ahead and get right into it.
If my songs go pop, 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 what makes you think I'm not okay with that? I took my backpack off, ready to change the game and run the track. Y'all thinking I'ma fall off? I'm Thomas the Engine. 2 seconds, you get your rocks off.
Yo, Logic's new album is fire as f.
Get up.
About to go in here and get some food, and then pretty sure I'm gonna go to the park, and then after that, it's time for the video. I'm gonna do the 5 things that I hate about my MAZDASPEED 3. Also, I'm a little bit sick, guys, so I'm sorry if I sound like nasally and stuff. But yeah, I'm gonna go in here and eat some food. It's like $7, perfect buffet, and it's the shit. So anyways, yeah, I'm gonna go in here, I'm gonna eat, and yeah, I'll get back to you guys. Alright, yo, so I just got done eating, and anyways, I was getting into the car, and I parked right next to this Focus. I didn't even realize it, but it actually has an RS wing on it. So the thought came to me, I was like, okay, so people do swapped cars all the time, you know, people have 350Zs with LS motors and such. So I'm actually gonna look right now and see if there's any just, you know, standard 2013 Ford Focus, like hatchbacks, with like an ST or an RS engine. That shit's crazy. Holy shit, that's actually crazy. Alright, so anyways, alright, enough of that. So anyways, we're gonna go ahead and get to the spot. I'm gonna park my car, set up the tripod, and I'm gonna continue with the plans of this video. So yeah. Alright guys, so I found a perfect place to park, and I have my car in the background here. It is a 2007 MAZDASPEED 3. It's the black mica model, and yeah, so I don't hate this car at all by any means, but I've seen these videos on YouTube and I figured I would do one as well just to kind of put my input in. And yeah, so we're gonna go ahead and get right into it. The first reason or thing that I do hate about my car is that from the factory it's a top mount intercooler, and basically what that means is it's sitting on top of the engine instead of in front where all the air is coming towards. And it's partially the reason why I hate it, is because I feel like if I were to have it as a front mount, I would get lower intake temps actually driving it and whatnot, because all the heat from the engine is actually rising up, and I feel like it's just soaking into the intercooler and it's getting all grimy and stuff. Alright guys, so the second reason or thing that I do hate about this car for sure is that it's black. Black's a good color and it's working out for me so far, but washing it and then driving it, just those two don't mix at all, at all. Like, it picks up every speck of dust you could ever see or think about, and water spots are horrible. They just stay on there, and I mean, I chamois it off and make sure that it's dry, and then I'll apply wax, but it just kind of stays. Like, I don't understand why, but that's kind of the con to having a black car. You can't look good all the time, I guess, but yeah, that's definitely one of the reasons. Alright guys, so the third thing that I hate about this car, and this is an actual annoying thing, is that you have to put a decent amount of money into it before you can actually buy the parts that you want to buy for it to perform better. Before you can actually modify this car with like an intake or a downpipe, or even going front mount intercooler, you have to have high pressure fuel pump internals, because the OEM ones barely keep up with the stock power level. So if you were to change your downpipe out to maybe a 3-inch or 3.5 inch and catless, you're probably going to throw off your car a lot, and your fuel pump internals that come OEM are not going to be able to keep up with the actual car. I've replaced mine already, and I don't know why it wasn't maybe like a recall or whatnot, but yeah, if you get one of these, just spend the $350 or $400, go to Cobb, Corksport, or Autotech, and just buy the fuel pump internals. They're super easy to install, and then you can start doing cool stuff to your car. Alright guys, so the fourth thing that I hate about this car, and it ties in with kind of the fuel pump internals just a little bit, ask me how I know. To do anything to this, I swear you have to take out the turbo inlet hose, the intake, the battery box, top mount intercooler shroud, and you just have to take a bunch of stuff apart to actually get to where you need to be. And you have to unplug a lot of stuff. Everything's like, it's neat, but it's all really like packed together. So to get to one little place, you have to take off a bunch of stuff. So it's more time consuming. I love the design, but at the same time, it makes it more tedious to install simple parts that shouldn't take you any more but 10 minutes to install. All right guys, so the fifth and final thing that I hate about this car is that it's a front wheel drive. If these things were all wheel drive, they would be absolute monsters. Like, they make around 275 to 280 horsepower to the crank just out of the factory, and they're super easy to modify. In just a tune alone, I'm pretty sure you could push around 330, 340 horsepower. And that's pretty crazy considering they're not that heavy and you really don't have to put that much money into them to get them to that point. But being front wheel drive isn't the worst thing in the world, but all wheel drive would be absolutely insane, and you wouldn't burn through tires as fast either. That's definitely the fifth and final reason or thing that I hate about my car. Alright guys, so I gave you guys the 5 things that I do hate about my car. It was really hard because honestly, it's a great car. It takes me where I need to go, and I've honestly, other than performance parts and little, you know, aesthetic parts that I like, that I actually put into the car, it hasn't given me any issue at all, and that's pretty great. Thank you guys for watching. I hope you guys have an amazing day. And yeah, don't forget to comment. Y'all have a great day, and peace.